And no, go on further past Ashbrook.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Jordan.
tough.
Jordan. Yeah. And
3A
they've got
girls
t-shirts
race
for you
first one.
guys.
It's going to be the
Are you
race.
the best one today?
This is going to be the best one. Best.
Alright, let's go to 4A girls race. The top 5 teams in this race is HP Plant, St. Thomas Aquinas, Ferguson, Olympia, and Perry. Your top girls to look for is Bridget Blake, Mary Kay Ponder, and Ryan Kelly Brady.
4A girls underway.
Alex Payne,
Some runners and teams to keep an eye on as they come in front of us for the first time, right in front of the grandstand. It's going to be a battle between Plant, St. Thomas, Ferguson, Olympia, and Haggerty. Up front, it's Bridget Blake right now, followed by Mary Kay Ponder out of Mandarin. Two of the top runners, Emily Headley out of Olympia, Amy Hankley out of Haggerty. Those are your top 4.
1820. She once again defeated a 4A individual champ. Mary Kay Ponder from Andrew, right behind her. She ran a regional time of 1827. Emily Beatty from Olympia, only a freshman. She's ranked 3rd in this race. She ran a regional time of 1832. But this freshman performed well for most of the season and hopefully she can conquer the hill at this time.
So Bridget Blake out front, right on her heels. Mary Kate Ponder. Mary Kate probably not going to try and let Bridget get away from her and hope to use some of her speed the last half of this race and hopefully get a state championship. It'd be the first for Mary Kate. Bridget Blake, our champion from last year, also looking good early on. Emily Headley, Amy Ankley.
Ranked 5th in this race is Alex Payne.
Alex Payne was up there as well. Keep an eye out for the Alex Eaton, Caitlin Campo out of Olympia, Lauren Gonzalez, Heather Chase, and Julia Rodriguez. Those ought to be some of the top 10 girls according to FLRunners.com. Jason Burton, his predictions.
10 meters already.
Also has ran well all season, fighting for the top 5 position. Ranked 7th, Lauren Gonzalez from Ferguson, a senior. Ran a reading time in 1901. Ranked 8th is Alyssa Hamill from Olympia, another senior. Ran a reading time of 1902. Ranked 9th is Julia Rodriguez, a junior from HP Plant.
So Bridget Blake now around 15 meters clear. Then it's back to Mary Kate Ponder. Emily Headley
Ranked 10th is Charlotte,
running in 2 and 3 right now.
sophomore from Winter Park.
So the early pace a little bit too much for Mary Kate.
For the official word of high school sports, visit FHSA.org. The official website is the Florida High School Association. Alright folks, we have the lead boys coming up the Green Monster. Let's go ahead and give them a round of applause as we can cheer them on onto a faster time on this beautiful morning. We have Jubilusi in the yellow jersey leading the bike.
So Bridget Blake continues to lead. Back in second, Emily Headley out of Olympia. And Amy Ankley out of Haggerty. They're running 2-3. Mary Kate Ponder back in fourth. So John Day's #1 ranked girl in the state. Bridget Blake looking really good. She comes up the second time of the Green Monster. Emily Headley having a good race in second. And as Bridget goes by, she's not working very hard at all. Emily Headley looking pretty good as she comes in front of the grandstand second time around. Amy Ankley out of Haggerty And then it's another 25 meters back to number 4. That's Mary Kate Ponder out of Mandarin. Boone running 5th. Ferguson looking very good on the team battle. A couple of runners from St. Thomas Aquinas, a couple from Olympia. Really tough to tell right now. Kind of hard to tell where the Plant runners are. I think Plant is wearing white, so we're not exactly sure what they look like today, to be quite honest. Good team battle. Right now, I've got to call it probably.
Give it all I have.
So coming up on the 2-mile mark, Bridget Blake out of Olympia, running time right around 11:35 as she crosses the deuce, opening up a sizable lead now, back to number 2.
Also, congratulations on your team, and good luck at Foot Locker next week. Olivia Ortiz, your 3A girls state champ.
So Emily Headley out of Olympia, right around 11:52 at the 2-mile. And then it's a good ways back to number 3.
Your girls 4A race, we have Bridget Blake is making an even bigger gap. She is out on a vengeance. She's basically running by herself. This is a time trial for her.
Now we start to see, I believe it's the Plant runners in the white jerseys, in the white singlets. Looks like Plant running number 3, Mary Kate Ponder back into 4th. And falling back, maybe going a little bit hard, Amy Ankley out of Haggerty. So Bridget Blake, she's already made her way around Peekaboo Corner. Emily Headley clear of Peekaboo Corner as well. Third place runner. So it's a pretty good pack back to 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Then they start to really stretch them out as they make their way down the incline. It's all downhill as they make the turn from Peekaboo Corner until about halfway. Then they have a slight up climb and then head out of the infield, come back around and finish up one more time. So Bridget Blake continues to lead right around 11:35 at the deuce.
Test. All right, folks, we have we have Emily from Olympia, only a freshman in 2nd place.
So having a good season so far. 2nd place runner, Emily Headley out of Olympia. Had a down race during the season and then has come back really, really strong and looking like she's going to have a great state run here at the state finals. It'll be really interesting to see what a lot of these runners are going to do next week, whether they're going to go off to Foot Locker South. Some of these runners will head over to NXN. A lot of them will shut it down for the season and maybe get ready for a little bit of indoor and then outdoor track.
Still have to carry it
Up the Green Monster, the 3rd and final time. Girls 4A, Bridget Blake leading from the beginning and running a very, very controlled race. What looks like to me a very controlled race. Probably saving a little bit for next week at Foot Locker. We'll zoom in and we'll find out who's in 2nd. Still continues to be Emily Headley out of Olympia. What a great race for the freshman. Back to 3rd in the white singlet. Kind of hard to tell what school. I believe it's Plant. I haven't seen any of the black and gold from Plant. So Plant looking like they're running number 3 right now. Running time 17:32. Bridget Blake coming up the steepest part of the Green Monster. One final time, she will repeat as the 4A state champion.
Intern there for like a year.
Got to be considered a favorite going into Foot Locker next week.
All right, folks,
Bridget Blake out of Dr. Phillips High School.
Clock time right now is 17:56. What an amazing race she ran all by herself right from the
Bridget
top.
Blake will get the win.
Bridget.
Right around 18:05 for Bridget Blake.
4A girls.
Check out 2nd place, the freshman, having an outstanding race. Emily Headley out of Olympia.
Freshman, folks.
What a race for Emily. A great way to cap off her freshman cross-country season. 18:24. And she looks pretty decent when she finished it. Here comes 3rd. I believe this is Julia Rodriguez out of Plant High School. Ferguson will in fourth.
And third place in the all white, Ferguson.
1840 for Julia.
Another
Ferguson in 1844. Dr. Phillips, second runner across, 1846. Second runner across for Plant in fifth place, 1850. Here comes number 2 for St. Thomas, 1853. St. Thomas is going to have 3 across, 1857. There's Boone, Mary Kate Ponder. She will finish up.
Your top 3 teams first will be Harry, HB Plant.
So there's Lake Howell. There's number 2 for Olympia. Amy Ankley across for Haggerty. Ferguson has a couple across now. Here comes number 3 for Olympia. Number 3, I believe, for Ferguson. Number 4 for Ferguson. This is number 4 for St. Thomas and 5 for St. Thomas. So I believe St. Thomas has 5 across. Plant has a couple across as well. Well, we're going to have to sort it out. It's going to be really, really close. Those top 4 teams, Olympia, St. Thomas, Plant, and Ferguson. The rest of the runners continue to come across.
Johnson. In fourth place with a time of 18:44 for Ferguson High School, Lauren Gonzalez.
With the medal.
Third place with a time of 18:41 from HB Plant, Danielle Kissel. And your state runner-up, 4A girls, the time of 18:25 from Olympia High School, Emily Headley. And your 2011 class 4A girls
Hang on, buddy, hang on,
champion
hang on.
with a time of 18:05 from Dr. Phillips High School, Bridget Blake.
Good job, Emily. And a hug.
Emily.
Good job. Congratulations.
Your top 5, announcing, recognizing fighters. And now your 3A boys state champion and leaders from Bedlam Jesse, Macy Conley, 15, Sparkman Trail,